Cinematic prehistoric landscape. A small, feathered tyrannosauroid darting through ancient fern-covered ground. Dramatic lighting filtering through the dense canopy. Slow-motion capture of its agile movements. Ultra-realistic feathers and reptilian skin. 4K cinematic style. The story of the Tyrannosaurus Rex is not one of sudden, monolithic dominance, but a sprawling, epic saga of evolution written over tens of millions of years. It is a tale that begins not with a thunderous roar that shakes the earth, but with a far more modest ancestor, a creature that lived in the shadow of giants, biding its time, long before the tyrant lizard king claimed its throne. Its forebears were navigating a world ruled by other, colossal, predators. To understand the rise of the most feared carnivore in history, we must journey back to the middle of the Jurassic period, approximately 166 million years ago, to a time when the world was a very different place, and the lineage of Tyrannosaurus was just beginning to find its footing. Here, in the lush, humid forests of what would one day become Asia, we meet one of its earliest known relatives, a creature named Prehistoric. Scarcely larger than a wolf, it bore little resemblance to its mighty descendant. It was slender, bipedal, and likely covered in a coat of primitive feathers, a whisper of the power that was to come. With its long arms and relatively small head, it was a nimble hunter of small prey, a far cry from the bone-crushing behemoth that would one day define the end of the Cretaceous. As the Jurassic gave way to the Cretaceous, the Earth's continents continued their slow, inexorable drift, creating new environments and new evolutionary pressures. The Tyrannosauroid family began to diversify, spreading across the supercontinent of Laurasia, which comprised modern-day North America, Europe, and Asia. This period saw the emergence of creatures like Eotyrannus asterisk, found in early Cretaceous England. This dawn tyrant was a significant step up in size, reaching over 4 meters in length. It possessed longer, more powerful legs, and a larger skull, hinting at a shift towards a more predatory lifestyle, capable of tackling larger prey than its ancestors. Yet, even with these advancements, the tyrannosauroids were still not the apex predators of their ecosystems. The world was dominated by the immense allosaurs, such as the formidable Carcharodontosaurus in Africa and the equally terrifying Acrocanthosaurus in North America. These were the true giants of their time, carnivores that reached lengths of over 12 meters, armed with blade-like teeth designed for slicing through flesh. Against such titans, the mid-sized tyrannosauroids were secondary players, opportunistic hunters, and forced to live and hunt in the periphery, avoiding direct competition with the reigning dynasties of carnivores. The turning point in the Tyrannosaur saga occurred around 90 million years ago during a major global warming event led to rising sea levels and dramatic climatic shifts, triggering a significant faunal turnover. Ecosystems were reshaped, and many of the dominant, large predator groups, including the mighty Carcharodontosids, began to decline, eventually vanishing from the landscape of the northern continents. This extinction event created a power vacuum, a once-in-an-eon opportunity for a new dynasty to rise. It was into this void that the Tyrannosaurids stepped, primed and ready by millions of years of They had been honing their skills in the shadows, and now their moment had arrived. One of the key transitional species from this era is Timalengia, discovered in what is now Uzbekistan. Although still relatively small, about the size of a horse, its fossils revealed a crucial development, a highly sophisticated brain and inner ear structure. This indicated that even before they achieved immense size, tyrannosauroids had already evolved the advanced sensory capabilities skinneering, a sharp sense of smell, and complex information processing that would be the hallmarks of their most famous member. They were becoming smarter, more perceptive hunters. With the apex predator niche now open, the tyrannosauroids underwent an explosive evolutionary radiation. Over the next 20 million years, they rapidly increased in size and specialization, culminating in the appearance of the family. This group included formidable predators like Gorgosaurus Albertosaurus and Daspaltosaurus in North America, and Tarbosaurus in Asia. These animals were significantly larger and more robust than their ancestors. Their skulls became massive and reinforced, capable of withstanding immense bite forces. Their teeth, transformed from slicing blades into thick, conical, bone-shattering spikes. Their arms, in stark contrast to the rest of their body's growth, became progressively smaller and more reduced, a puzzling evolutionary trade-off that suggested their primary weapon was now their colossal head. The two-fingered hands, while still muscular, were no longer essential for grappling with prey. The kill was now delivered by the jaws alone, a strategy of overwhelming, brute force power. These were the immediate predecessors to the king, the final draft before the masterpiece. They were the undisputed rulers of their respective domains, terrorizing the hadrosaurs and ceratopsians with which they shared their world. Finally, at the very end of the late Cretaceous, from about 68 to 66 million years ago, the culmination of this 100-million-year journey of evolution, stepped onto the world stage Tyrannosaurus Rex. Emerging in western North America, it was the largest and most powerful terrestrial predator the world had ever known. An adult T-Rex could reach over 12 meters in length, stand 4 meters tall at the hips, and weigh upwards of 9 tons. Its skull, more than 1.5 meters long, was a marvel of biological engineering. It housed forward-facing eyes that gave it excellent binocular vision for judging distances, and massive olfactory bulbs that granted it an exceptional sense of smell, allowing it to track prey or find carcasses from miles away. Its legendary bite force, the strongest of any land animal, could generate over 12,800 pounds of pressure, enough to splinter and crush the thickest bones of its prey. Accessing the nutritious marrow within, the life of a T-Rex was one of brutal conflict and constant struggle. Fossil evidence is rife, with healed injuries, broken ribs, facial bite marks, and tail vertebrae, fused by trauma testament to violent encounters with both prey and rival tyrannosaurs. From a scrappy feathered hunter in the Jurassic undergrowth to the undisputed bone-crushing monarch of the Cretaceous, the rise of Tyrannosaurus Rex is a powerful testament to evolution's ability to forge unparalleled dominance from humble beginnings, creating an icon of prehistoric power whose reign, though ultimately cut short, would echo through eternity. Cinematic, prehistoric landscape. An adult Tyrannosaurus Rex letting out a deafening roar over a fallen Triceratops. Dramatic lighting from a setting sun. Slow-motion capture of dust and debris kicked up by its powerful legs. Ultra-realistic muscle and scarred skin. 4K cinematic style.